Disability Rights is a nonprofit corporation created in 1989 under the name of Disabilities Advocates to provide protection and advocacy services.
We are here to make sure that people with disabilities has as much access to the community as possible and always is treated by the same standards and with the same rights as everybody else in the community.
It provides help to people with disabilities in New York City to expand and defend their rights, including supporting self-advocacy group and legal assistance.
So when we get word that somebody's rights as a person with a disability are being violated or they're being discriminated against in any way, we want to hear from people about that, and we want to use the law to protect them and make sure that their rights are being upheld.
The unfortunate events at Willowbrook serve to implement protection measures for people with disabilities.
Many years ago, actually starting in New York State, a reporter by the name of Geraldo Rivera went into a facility where people were being treated improperly. They weren't being kept clean, they weren't being provided with an education or a real safety. And when he took pictures of that and took film of that and reported on it, the United States Congress said, "This is not acceptable, we have to change this." And a whole movement was started. And it included the creation of what's called the Americans with Disabilities Act. And that was initiated as a law by Congress to make sure that Americans with disabilities are treated with the rights that they need in order to be functioning members of the community. And Congress decided that every state needed to have a protection and advocacy organization that would be in place to protect those rights at the state level. And then 6 years ago, Disability Rights New York was made the protection and advocacy group for New York State, and we've been very busy ever since.
How did you get your budget?
Congress every year looks at what are the needs of the people in our different programs. They provide the money in the form of what we call grants. And then DRNY and other groups like us reach out to members of the community and say, if you'd like to help us, you can also donate, because we're a nonprofit organization that's trying to serve as many people as possible.
In addition to offer free legal service, Disability Rights seeks to help in different ways.
We have campaigns to help people who are having difficulty getting the education that they deserve in the public school system, people with particular disabilities that must be taken into account for their education. We have campaigns that are designed to make sure that people who are in nursing facilities are taken care of in every way that they need to be. We also have campaigns to make sure that all people with disabilities, instead of being kept in institutions, are allowed the opportunity to get back into the community as soon as possible, if they can, with the right supports in place, enjoy living on their own.
How people can access to this service?
Probably the easiest way to do it in this day and age is to go to www.drny, that's disabilityrightsnewyork.org. We have campaigns to help people who are having difficulty getting the education that they deserve in the public school system, people with particular disabilities that must be taken into account for their education. We have campaigns that are designed to make sure that people who are in nursing facilities are taken care of in every way that they need to be.
Despite the laws and campaigns to improve the civil rights of people with disabilities, there is still a lot of work to do.
Probably the most important thing is that we need to keep changing the culture overall throughout the United States and the world, so that everybody knows that people with disabilities, as long as they've got the right accommodations in place, are capable of doing the things that they decide they want to do, to making their dreams come true. And I think that there's still a little bit of problem in the culture with people saying, they can't do that, so let's kind of push people with disabilities to the side. People with disabilities need to be ready to stand up, and advocates need to be ready to stand up beside them and say, no, that's not the right attitude. We all have to work together to make sure that people with disabilities have the opportunities to do everything that everybody else in America has the right to do.